In the previous video, we looked at arithmetic operators. We're going to continue on, we're going to continue looking at operators, and in this video, we're going to be looking at assignment operators. So assignment operators assign a value to a variable. We actually used it in the previous video. We saw that we created a variable and we were able to assign a value to a variable. So assignment operators are used to assign a value to a variable. So we saw the syntax of a variable the other time. So we said to have a variable, you have to declare the variable and you initialize it. So declaration is creating the variable and initialization is passing a value to that variable. So if I have a variable like this, let num, I've declared this variable. So this is declaration. And then to assign a value, I can do this num is equal to 50. So this is the assignment operator. So it is used to assign a value to a variable. So in this case, we have this value of 60, and then we are assigning it to num. So in essence, we are storing this value 60 in this memory location. This is a reference to a memory location, so we are using it to store this value here. Okay, so whenever we call num, what will happen is we are going to get the value that is stored in this memory location. So let's execute this in the browser and see what happens. So I'm going to copy that code and paste it here. So if I say console.log num, we will see that we have 60. Right, so whenever you call num, it's going to give you the value, whatever was stored in that memory location. So it won't print, you won't see num printed out on the screen because it's seeing this as a variable, and variables hold values. So whenever you call a variable, it gives you the value that is stored in that variable. And as well, instead of doing this, doing the declaration and initialization on two separate lines, we can combine that on one line. So we can do this. Right, so in this case, we are declaring and initializing the variable at the same time. So depending on what you are doing, there are times you just create the variable and later on in your program you initialize it, and there are times you declare and you initialize at the same time. Let's say, for instance, someone is filling a form on your application. Now at the point where you are declaring this variable, the person has not filled the form, you have not collected the values, so there's no way you can assign a value to the variable. So you have to first declare your variable, and whenever the event to submit the form has been triggered, or whenever the user have filled the form, then you can go ahead to assign the value. So you can, let's say we have something like first name, then we can see first name is equal to whatever the person has filled. So later we're going to look at how we can collect values from a form designed on a web application. So, but for now, this is just to give you logic how the flow is, right? Okay, so when you talk of assignment operators, we have examples. We have this operator, the assignment operator, which is commonly used, and we have been using it in our videos as well. We just demonstrated it now. Then we have addition assignment operator. So for the addition assignment operator, we have the plus equal to, and we have subtraction assignment operator, which is minus equal to. We have multiplication assignment operator, which is this asterisk equal to, and division assignment operator, which is this divide and equal to. So let's look at each of these and what we can do with them. So let's say we have number here, num as short form of number. Then let's assign it a value. So we say 30. Now let's say we want to do something like this. Num is equal to num plus 40, right? So we want to add 40 to the previous value of number. Now this is one way we can do it. So we can say num is equal to num plus 40. An alternative is to use this addition assignment operator. So what this does is to pick a value and add to itself. So I can simply do this. So these two statements are the same. So this and this are the same. Num plus, right? Okay. So these two statements are the same. So in this case, we are saying num is equals to num plus 1. So it would pick whatever value num had, and then to add 40 to it and assign it back to num. So in this case, num will be 30 plus 40, which is 70. So num will be 70. Coming here, this is the same with this. So this is a shorter version of what we have here. So we are saying num plus equal to 40. So it's the same thing. So we are saying you should pick the value of num and add 40 and pass it back to num. So at the end of the day, num will be equal to 70. So let's demonstrate that. Let's have two variables and use the two methods. Let's say this is also 30. So in this case, we should use num1, right? So let's execute this and see the output. Okay, so if our console.log num, I have 70, and if I do that for num1, I still have 70. So you can see that the two operations gave us the same result. So you can either choose to use this method or use this method. Personally, I always prefer the shorter version. So if I was the one, I will always make use of this. Okay, so but any of them is fine. You can make use of any of them. It's fine. Then we have the subtraction assignment operator, which is similar to the addition assignment operator. So the only thing is there's a change. We have subtraction here and this. So this is the subtraction assignment operator. This is just to show you the expanded version. So this statement, this is the expanded version, and this is what it means. So when you say num1 minus equal to 40, you are saying num1 is equals to num1 minus 40. So this is the expanded version of this statement. Okay, so this is how we use a subtraction assignment operator. So you pick the value and then you subtract 40 from it and you assign the result to the value. So in this case, if you subtract 40 from 30, then the answer will be 10. So let's try that and see. Answer is minus 10 rather. It's minus 10, sorry. So console console.log. If we are saying num1, you see we have -10 there. Okay, then we have multiplication assignment operator. So in this case we change we have this asterisk here, and this will be the expanded version, and this is the multiplication assignment version. So if I want to use the multiplication assignment, this is how you use it. So you say num1 asterisk, let's say asterisk equal to 40. So in essence, you are saying num1 is equals to num1 times 40. So you pick the value of num1 and you multiply it by 40, and you assign the value back to num1. So the current, after performing this operation, the current value of num1 will be 30 times 30, which is 900, I think. 900. So let's test this and see what will be the result. Oh, that's 1000. Oh, I did times 40, not times 30. Okay, so that's 30 times 40, not 30 times 13. So it's 1000. So if I console.log num1, we have 1200. Okay, so that is how you do it. So you can either use this version, which is the expanded version, saying num is equals to num times 40, or we can use the multiplication assignment method, num1 times equals to 40. Then the last is division assignment operator. So in this case we have this is the expanded version, and this is when you are using the division assignment operator. So this here is the division assignment operator. So if you want to have a shorter version of this, you make use of the division assignment operator, but this is what the statement means. So you are taking num1 and then you are dividing by 40, and you are assigning the value back to num1. So if you execute this, we should have something about, so we have 0. So we have 0.75. Okay, so this is it for assignment operators. Hope you are enjoying my content. See you in the next video.